Hi guys, my name is Stephanie and you're highly welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to make this straight ankara gown with lace design at the downside and also the sleeve and with tassel as well. So if you're interested, please keep watching till the end. So I have this black and white ankara fabric I'll be making use of. It's about 3 yards, and then I have this white sample lace I'll be using for the downside and also the sleeve as well. And I also have my black lining which I'll be using to line the gown from inside. And I also have other materials here like the tassel I will be using to fix at the front side, and also my two matching threads, white and black, a zip, a ruler, and then my measuring tape, a chalk, and then of course my scissors. So please keep watching till the end and don't forget to subscribe. So guys, I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into two, which is the front piece. So I'll be cutting the front before the back, and I'll go ahead and connect the straight line at the upper side, which will serve as my starting point from there. So I'm going to be marking her shoulder divided by 2. Her shoulder is 15, divided by 2 is 7.5 inches. I'll be adding half an inch to it, making it to be 8 inches. Half an inch is going to be for sewing allowance, so I'll go ahead and mark it, and then I'm going down by 1 inch for shoulder slope. And then for the neck width, I'm making use of 3 inches, and then I'll also go ahead and mark 3 inches down for the neck depth for the front piece. So I'll mark it, and then I'll go ahead and connect it all the way to the 3 inches of neck width. And next I'm going to be slanting the shoulder line, starting from the 3 inches of neck width all the way to the 8 inches that I marked for the shoulder line. So when I'm actually done doing that, from that 8 inches that I marked, I actually went down by 1 inch for shoulder slope. So from there I'm going to move down by 7.5 inches, which will serve as her armhole. So the armhole is her shoulder divided by 2. So I'll go ahead and connect the straight line all the way to the downside. So I'll go ahead and divide the 7.5 inches of armhole by 2, and then I'll place it like that and mark the midpoint. I'll just mark the midpoint, and then I'll go in by half an inch, just the same way you see in this video. So when I'm actually done inserting the bust measurement, I'll go ahead and carve the armhole. So I'm going to place my tape at the upper side and then mark all the way to her waistline. Her half length is 16 inches. I'll go ahead and mark it like that, and then from the waistline I'll take it all the way to 8 inches, which will serve as her hip point. And then I'll go ahead and connect the straight line all the way to this other side, and then to the hip measurements as well. And I'll also go ahead and connect the straight line at this chest line as well, where the armhole actually stops. And the next measurement I'll be inserting is the full length of the gown. So I'll place it at that shoulder line and then take it all the way to the full length. So her full length is 56 inches, but because I'm completing it at the downside with a sample lace, I'm going to be cutting the ankara fabric short. So I'm making use of 39 inches, but because of sewing allowance at the downside and then the shoulder line as well, I added it to be 40 inches. And this is actually depending on how you want it to be. If you actually want the lace to start above the kneecap, you actually measure yourself and then cut the ankara fabric to actually stop exactly where you want it to be. So I'll go ahead and connect the straight line to this other side. So the next measurement I'm going to be taking is around bust measurement. I'll divide it by 4 because the front is folded into 2 and then the back into 2 as well. So I will divide her round bust measurement by 4, and then I'll go ahead and mark the measurement right there, and then I'll be adding extra 1.5 inch for sewing allowance. So after marking the 1.5 inch for sewing allowance, I'm adding extra half an inch for ease because I don't want the gown to be too tight and too loose on her body. So I added just half an inch. So after doing that, I'm going to be dividing her waist measurements as well. I'll divide her waist measurements by 4. I'll go ahead and mark it, and then I'll add 1.5 inch for sewing allowance and then half an inch for ease. And the hip measurement as well, I'll divide it by 4. I'll mark it, add 1.5 inch for sewing allowance and half an inch for ease as well. So guys, for the downside it's actually going to be straight, so I'll actually go ahead and connect a straight line from the hip line to the downside, or I'll place my tape and measure the exact measurement that is there on the hip line, and then I'll insert it at the downside of this gown, on the hem side of this gown. So I'll just mark it and then connect the straight line all the way to the hip point. And the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to be carving the armhole. So I will just make use of my armhole curve and then carve it all the way to the upper side. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to be connecting from the bust point to the waistline and then to the hip point. Just go ahead and connect all the lines together, just the same way you see me doing in this video. And the next thing is that I'm going to be cutting out everything now, starting from the neckline to the shoulder to the armhole and then the sides. So I've actually gone ahead to use this front piece as a template to cut the back. So the back is also folded by 2, the front is folded by 2 as well. So I've gone ahead to leave about 1.5 inch for zip allowance at the back side, and then this neckline is going to be different. So the neck depth of the back is going to be 1.5 inches, but the width is still going to be 3 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark it and then connect it all the way to the other side. So every other thing is going to be the same except for the zip allowance, the neckline, and then from this armhole as well. So from this armhole, I went in by 1/2 inch from that midpoint at the front side. So I'm going to be replacing the 1/2 inch from the back side, and then I'll just go ahead and carve it like that. So I basically replaced the 1/2 inch that I took inward from the front piece, and then I actually replaced it back at the back. I will just go ahead and cut out everything now. So I'll go ahead and notch where the zip allowance is actually going to stop, so that I will know when I'm actually sewing. And I actually did the same thing at the upper side as well. So I'll just go ahead and fold the 2 back pieces and keep aside and work on the front piece now. So there is an open and slanted neckline for the front. So I'm moving down by 3.5 inches for that. I'll go ahead and move down by 3.5 inches. You can move down by 4 inches depending on your own preference. So I'm going in from the upper side by 1/2 inch. I'll just go in by 1/2 inch, and then I'll go ahead and slant it all the way to the 3.5 inches with my ruler, just the same way you see me doing in this video. So when I'm actually done doing that, I'm going to be cutting it just the same way you see like this. So if I open it, this is actually how it looks like. This is actually how the neckline is going to look like, and then I'll be fixing the tassel at the end of that neckline. I've also gone ahead to cut a lining for the 2 back pieces as well. I'll do the same thing to the front piece. I'll place the lining, unfold, and then I'll cut it out. So guys, for the lace, there's actually going to complete the downside of the gown. It was actually 39 inches the upper side, so I need 17 inches to complete it, but I'm not marking it exactly at 17 inches. I'm marking it at 18 inches because I'll be using it as sewing allowance as well. So I'll go ahead and mark and connect the line all the way to this other side in order to cut it out. So the wideness is actually wide enough to fit in at the downside of the ankara fabric. So I'm going to just cut this out to follow the pattern so that I will not have to fold the downside. And I also went ahead to draft my basic sleeve pattern, and then I'll go ahead and cut it because it's going to be a long one. I'll just cut it out just the same way you see like this. So for this sleeve, I'm also going to be doing the same thing. I'm not going to be folding the downside, so I'll just go ahead and cut it and follow the pattern of the lace so that it will actually be nice at the tip of it instead of folding it. And I'll do the same thing to the other side as well. So guys, I've actually gone ahead to sew the neckline. I placed the lining facing the right side of it Now I went ahead to sew it, so I'll go ahead and close the side as well. I will sew the side as well, and I will also do the same thing to the back side. Place the right sides facing each other. I will sew the neckline and then also the sides. So guys, I'm actually done doing that, and this is actually how it looks like. So I'll go ahead and mark the midpoint of the ankara fabric like that. I'll fold it into two and then mark the midpoint on the right side of the fabric, and then I'll spread it open, and I'll carry the lace material. I'll place the right sides facing each other. I'll just check it very well, mark the midpoint as well, place the right sides facing each other, and then I'll just go ahead and pin out everything. And after pinning it, I'll go ahead and take in the lace fabric in between the ankara and the lining. I'll just take it like that, and then I'll take it to my sewing machine and then sew all the way to the other side. I'll do the same thing to the two back pieces as well. So guys, I'm actually done doing that. I'm done sewing the lace on the ankara fabric, and then I close it down. So this is actually how it looks like. I actually turn it out from the armhole. That's actually where I used to turn it out, and then when I'm actually done joining it, I'll be folding it at the sides like that. And then I did the same thing to the two back pieces as well, and also went there to fold the 1.5 inch for zip allowance as well. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to be placing the two back pieces facing each other like this, and then I'm going to be fixing the zip. I'll just bring the zip and then place it on the upper side like that, and then I'll take it all the way to the downside. So I'm taking 1 inch up from the end of the zip, and then I'll sew from there all the way and close the down part. So when I'm done, I actually went there to fix the zip as well when I was actually done sewing it. So I just closed the whole back because there is going to be slits at the sides. And I also go ahead and place the back and the front piece facing each other like this, and then I'll open it up at the shoulder line. I'll take it to my sewing machine and sew it. I'll do the same thing to the other side as well. So guys, this is actually how it's looking like when I was done joining the both shoulders. So this is just how the whole thing looks like. And then when I'm actually done doing that, I'm going to be inserting back my measurement, place it on the wrong side of the fabric from the bust measurement to the waist to the hip, and then add the extra 1/2 inch for the ease. Now take it all the way to the downside as well, take it straight. So when I was done, I went ahead to sew it all the way to the downside on my sewing machine, and then I stopped exactly where that white lace actually stops, because I'll be folding from there inside twice, just the same way you say like this, before sewing it on my sewing machine. So I'll just go ahead and fold it the first time, fold it the second time as well, sew it all the way down, and then I will just close it off from there. So guys, I'm actually done doing that, and this is actually how it looks like. I'm done sewing from both sides, and this is how the whole thing looks like right now. So I've gone ahead to sew the sleeves as well. So I'm going to be fixing it on the gown. I went ahead to pin it down with my pin, so I'll just take it to my sewing machine and sew it 1/2 inch all the way around. So guys, I'm actually done doing that. I'm done sewing with 1/2 inch all the way around. So this is actually how it looks like. And I also went ahead to fix the tassel on the front side of the gown as well. So guys, this is actually the end result of the gown. This is how the whole thing looks like. Please, if you are still watching, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to join this family. This is the final result of the gown. Thank you, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.